आदरणीय सुदेश दीदी.
Yes, it's Sudesh Didi.
आज वास्तव में आज तो नहीं कहूँगी, क्योंकि कई दिन पहले से ही.
So I will not say today, but some days ago,
ऐसा दिवस है.
I was thinking the importance of this day, 27th of
बहुत
March.
सारी स्मृतियाँ.
I had so many thoughts,
ऐसे
remembrances
जैसे फिल्म की तरह सब
that
में आ
go
जाती.
through my mind like a film.
दादी सदा ही विशेष रही हैं.
Dadi Janki has always been special. Though very simple, she was an incognito effort maker.
उनको जो वरदान कहें,
Call it a blessing,
एक बाबा के रत्नागर के रत्नों की अच्छी तरह से मंथन करके
she would churn the ocean of knowledge very well, and she had that feeling of sharing that knowledge with
मुझे
others.
याद है
And I remember
अर्ली 60s में,
in the early 60s,
वो जब पूना में थी,
in the early 1960s, when Dadi Janki was in
माता
Pune,
इंदिरा बहन करके
there was one mother staying with her whose name was Indra Mata,
करने का
and Dadi Janki had such an interest or feeling for sustaining souls.
चाहे बाबा के भंडारे से पालना करे,
So whether it was sustenance through Baba's kitchen, or through the treasures of knowledge, or through simply giving her company,
उमंग दे के
or through doing service
सचमुच
in different ways.
नोट्स उस समय, हम उस समय दिल्ली में थे,
In those days, I used to be living in Delhi.
क्योंकि दिल्ली का कनेक्शन, रजौरी गार्डन का कनेक्शन,
Delhi Rajuri Garden
स्थान होने के
Center had connection with Madhuban,
बहुत नजदीक का रहता.
and because Didi Manmohini was there
मैंने दादी
in Delhi, there was a close connection with
इतनी गहर,
Bharat
इतनी
and
बात.
the center
दादी
here.
कितने अच्छे ढंग से
And so, in
त्याग,
such
तपस्या
a
और
way,
सेवा की बात सुनाई थी.
Dadi Janki shared about renunciation, tapasya,
के steps कौन से हैं?
and service.
शब्द सभी
So, what are
याद
the
हैं.
steps for our
प्रैक्टिकल में
effort?
वो अनुभव भी कैसे दादी ने
How Dadi
सिर्फ
Janki
क्लास करा के अंदर सबके अंदर
simply
उत्साह,
gave
अच्छा
class.
उल्लास भरा. तो दूर बैठे भी
So, while sitting far away,
अव्यक्त तो
her service,
बाद में हुई, परंतु पहले से ही
there was
ये दान देने का
service of
संस्कार,
after becoming a Vyak, that happened much later, but the sanskars of being a donor, a great donor.
के कॉन्टेक्ट्स में
So those who were
अपने
in
भाई
contact
बहन
with
क्योंकि
her,
सिंध में सिंधवासी
our
या
brothers and sisters of Sindh,
किसी भी कारण से विदेश में
or
रहते थे,
for some reason or other they'd gone to foreign lands,
रहते हुए
but Dadi was living in Bharat,
बड़े प्यार से पत्र द्वारा करते थे.
yet she was doing service of the foreign
भेजते
lands.
थे, कभी कुछ न कुछ सौगात भेजते थे. तो दादी जानकी टोटल कनेक्टेड थी. विश्व सेवा तो बाद में शुरू हुई.
So Dadi Janki was connected from the beginning. World service began later,
पालना करने वाली
but because she had this interest in giving sustenance,
का सौभाग्य
her service began much earlier. So I was staying with her from 1974. Dadi Janki came to London in 1974, and I too was there in 1974. At that time, there were not that many sweet hands.
ये एक पालना का जो संस्कार है और संग
But
से
Dadi Janki's sanskar of giving sustenance and giving her company,
भोजन भी हम कभी अकेले नहीं करते.
so we would never ever eat on our own. In the afternoon at the table,
इतना गहरा था
she had such deep connection with Madhuban, and every day the post would come, Shantamani Dadi's letter with news of Madhuban, and
सिंधी में
Dadi
11 बजे क्लास होता था
would ask
अपनी
me.
विशेष माता
Those letters were in Sindhi,
जयंती बहन
and our special sister, who is the mother of Jainti Ben, Rajni Ben,
और हमको वो नोट सुनाती
and she used to read those notes. And whilst living in foreign lands,
में है
I didn't feel that I was living in some faraway country,
लिखत रूप में मिल जाती थी
but
नोट्स
the notes
भोजन
I would
बनाने में
receive.
दादी तो कर्म योग में भी बड़ी एक्टिव थी तो भोजन इकट्ठा करते थे टेबल पर ही तो टेबल भोजन के बाद भी कुछ चिट चैट जरूर होती थी दादी की अपनी धारणा पर्सनल
Dadi had her own dharana, her own personal dharana,
परंतु दादी
as you heard
पुरुषार्थ को पावरफुल रखने के
after Amrit Vela.
और वायु
But in order to make her stage powerful and to make the atmosphere powerful, she emphasized 4
अमृत वेला 4 बजे
p.m. yoga, tea time, 4 p.m. yoga,
माउंट आबू में आई
to the point that when she came to Mount Abu,
बजे का योग होता था
for a long time there was yoga at 4 p.m. And then as service changed, that time also changed.
योग पर बहुत अच्छी
But a lot of discipline
अटेंशन
that there should be attention on yoga.
यज्ञ से
And
क्या सिखाया
what do we learn from the
सबसे बड़ी
yajna?
बात, जैसे बाबा का यज्ञ लिमिटेड नहीं है
Just as
दादी के
Baba's
अंदर
yajna is not
भावना
limited,
थी अथवा फीलिंग थी जैसे बड़ा बेटा होता है तो उसको
so Dadi Janki's feeling,
पर
just as when there is an elder son, that one will have a feeling of the inheritance and holding responsibility. So Dadi Janki was told she has to look after the yajna, be the protector of the yajna. But in her vision,
मधुबन
the yajna was not just Madhuban,
का वृक्ष
but this unlimited,
टहनियाँ होती थी
unlimited branches and
अपना ग्लोबल
twigs.
कॉर्पोरेशन हाउस बन रहा था
And the yajna was there, and of course, Global Corporation House was being built.
फिर लंदन
And but Dadi always said first Madhuban and then London.
हॉस्पिटल बना हॉस्पिटल को हर गुरुवार को
When the hospital was built, it's like every Thursday we have to
पक्का था भोग लगाना है
really give our cooperation to the hospital.
कहने का मतलब ये है
At the same time, there was generosity.
मुझे याद है
Whether it's a small task or a big task, I remember
कभी अपनी स्थिति का वर्णन करती थी बहनें
sometimes young sisters would
उनके
say, make comment about Madhuban.
चाहिए वो
And
जनरसिटी से मदद करती थी
the sisters would help
बहन कोई डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन
in Madhuban, even though they may not have any direct connection, but because it's Baba's house, the main house, anyone can look after it. So the younger sisters who would come, they wanted to help in different ways. And so in this way, lot of bhavans have been built,
ध्यान खिंचवाया
and Dadi had these
कभी उतना प्यार से सही
places built, and
स्थूल बात
with a lot of attention gave her cooperation.
जो दिल की भावना बाबा से प्यार मिलता था दादी ने साकार को साकार रूप में नहीं देखा
Dadi
दादी जानकी ने
did not
साकार को निराकार निराकार
see
को साकार
Sakar Baba as Sakar Baba,
उनकी
not
नज़र
just
में
as physical
बाबा
Brahma,
बाबा ही है।
but in her vision was
अनुभव थे सुख के
Angel Baba
के
and
स्टडी के
Supreme Father Shiv Baba
त्याग के
and Brahma Baba all in one.
कहानियाँ अपने अनुभव की सुना के
and
सबके दिलों में
sharing her experiences and the renunciation of Brahma Baba
संबंध
and her relationship
दादी के संबंध
that
के
Dadi Janki had with Brahma
ब्रह्मा
Baba.
बाबा के फोटो नहीं थे
And there was no picture of Brahma Baba.
जब लाल किले पर बहुत बड़ा प्रोग्राम हुआ
There was a program at the Red Fort in Delhi, and it was all foreigners as well as Bharatwasis had gathered, and 500 pictures of Brahma Baba had been printed. And we put less clothes in our suitcase, but we brought these pictures.
ब्रह्मा बाबा के चित्र नहीं
And when the bhavans were created, they put these Brahma Baba pictures in different places, and in each place they had Baba's room.
में रखते हो
And
रख देते हो
you put, Dadi Janki would say, you put Brahma Baba's picture in your cupboard or in a small room, but for Baba there should be a big room.
प्यार तो जितना
So her love,
था
the unlimited love,
उतना
and the depth of that love.
फिर उन्होंने दिल से दिल की गहराई से दूसरों के
So
अंदर
with
साकार बाबा के लिए प्यार
the depth of her heart, she had others' love instilled for Baba,
हर प्रकार से
and she gave so much cooperation.
जेनरोसिटी
Her generosity
ऑर्डिनरी बात नहीं
is not all ordinary.
सच्चाई सफाई
Cleanliness,
तो उनका स्लोगन रहा
of course, the slogan of
तो सादगी में रोए
honesty, cleanliness, simplicity. But there's such simplicity,
थोड़ा भी टेबल पर भी थोड़ा कुछ
you would not have anything extra in her room. If there was something not right, she herself would put it right in her room.
पर रहम सबके लिए
She had mercy for everyone. She didn't have any kind of ego
मैंने बहुत
or any kind of doubt.
क्योंकि दादी तो बेबी की तरह बाबा से चिपक जाती
Dadi would
आनंद ले
hug
रही हो।
Baba like
आप देखेंगे
a baby would.
कभी छोटा बच्चा फ्रेंड
And so sometimes she'd be a little child, sometimes a friend. But when she would be meeting Avyak Bap Dada,
रस लेते लेते
taking the sweetness of that meeting, she would want everybody else to have that same experience.
और फिर बाबा
So she would draw others' attention.
तो बड़े आराम से आनंद से देखती थी बाबा
She used to see how Baba would be giving love to souls. And so she would not be drawing attention to herself, but the fact was that she wanted everyone to have what she had received.
चाहे रूहानी
Knowledge, love.
खुद भी भंडार थी
She herself was unlimited, and she filled the treasure store of others. So there are many things that can be shared about Dadi Janki.
समय को देखते मैं पूरा करती हूँ
Seeing the time now, I am going to finish.
कमाल
But she had unlimited vision.
स्थान खोले
The different places that opened for service, big and small retreat places, museums. And so this was through Dadi's vision. And they became bigger.
क्या कर ली ना
But with that determined thought,
करके सफलता मिलती
she would have success through her determination.
अथाह सागर है एक गागर की
So, what you have just received are a few drops of the ocean of experiences.